Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Learning DSPY, episode 12 of 15. Giving an LLM access to external APIs makes it incredibly capable, but writing the loop to manage its reasoning, parse the outputs, and recover from execution errors is a massive headache. The solution is fully automated tool use with the dspy.ReAct module. People often confuse React with basic function calling. Function calling is merely the API mechanism that allows a language model to format its output as a structured data request. React is a specific behavioral paradigm. It stands for reason and act. It is an execution loop where the model cycles through three distinct steps: a thought, an action, and an observation. The dspy.ReAct module completely manages this orchestration for you. You do not write the execution loop. You do not manually catch API exceptions. React wraps a dspy signature and a list of tools, transforming a static prompt into an autonomous agent. To use it, you first define your tools. In dspy, tools are simply standard Python functions. You write a function, define its input parameters, and provide a clear docstring. That docstring is critical. dspy extracts the function name and the docstring, passing them to the language model so it knows exactly what the tool does and when to deploy it. Consider a scenario where you build a basic weather and search agent. You write a Python function named getWeather that accepts a city name as a string and queries an API to return the current temperature. You instantiate the dspy.ReAct module, passing it a standard question and answer signature along with a list containing your getWeather function. When you ask the module what the weather is in Tokyo, the React loop begins. First, the model generates a thought. It reasons that it needs current meteorological data for Tokyo. Next, it generates an action. It decides to call your getWeather tool, passing Tokyo as the argument. Here is the key insight. You do not execute that function yourself. The dspy.ReAct module intercepts the model's action, executes your Python function behind the scenes, and captures the output. If the function succeeds, dspy feeds the temperature data back to the model as an observation. If the model hallucinates a parameter or the function throws a Python error, dspy catches that error and feeds the error message back as the observation. The model reads the error, generates a new thought to correct its mistake, and tries a new action. Once the model observes the correct temperature data, it recognizes that its goal is met. It breaks out of the loop and formats the final answer for the user. To prevent runaway executions, this cycle is strictly bounded by a parameter called max iters, which stands for maximum iterations. This parameter dictates how many thought, action, and observation cycles the module is allowed to perform. If the model struggles to find the correct data and hits the iteration limit, React forces it to stop searching and generate a final response using only the information it has successfully gathered. The true power of this module is that it abstracts away the brittle, error-prone control flow of agent loops, letting you treat complex tool-augmented reasoning as just another predictable component in your pipeline. Thanks for listening. Happy coding, everyone!